I wrote an article about the assassination of President James Garfield. He was assassinated only 6 months after he took office. And this story relates to what I said in the previous video about campaigns backfiring. Okay, it was July 2nd, 1881, and Charles Guiteau shot President James A. Garfield. When he was apprehended, Charles Guiteau said, "I am a stalwart of the stalwarts, and Arthur will be president," referring to Chester A. Arthur, who did become president. Now, he had been an office seeker, okay, and he had written, before the election took place, he had written an article, Charles Guiteau had, promoting James Garfield for president. And he thought on the basis of this article, he was entitled to be appointed, to a position based on the idea that he had helped Garfield become president. Now, this was the time of the spoils system, which is that if you had helped somebody get elected, you were supposed to be rewarded with a civil service job. So presidents spend a lot of their time talking to office seekers. Okay, now there was a huge controversy about the whole system because many people wanted to replace it with a merit system and not a system based on supporting a particular candidate for president. A lot of people, though, were called, the people who the Republicans, that is, who supported change were called half-breeds. Okay, partly because it was mostly Democrats who wanted the change. And the ones who were adamant that we had to stick with the spoils system were called stalwarts. And that's why Guiteau said, "I am a stalwart of the stalwarts." Now, Chester A. Arthur had benefited from the spoils system. And he had previously made statements in favor of the stalwart position. Okay. But the fact is that the assassination of Garfield kind of turned a lot of people against the stalwart position. And it was Chester A. Arthur, as president, who signed the Pendleton Civil Service Act into law. And that act basically created a merit system whereby people got civil service jobs based on, taking a test or, their histories as, their work history and that sort of thing, and not on who they supported for president. Now, in all likelihood, the spoils system was on its way out in any case, okay? Because it was cumbersome and it was inherently corrupt. Okay, having said that, it's very likely that Charles Guiteau sped up the demise of the spoils system by decades. Okay, by, assassinating Garfield, he turned a lot of people against the spoils system, against the stalwarts. And so basically, this is an example of somebody who did something terrible for a cause and ended up basically gutting that cause. Okay, and I hope you like what you heard and will subscribe to my channel.